Hi, this is Jonathan Eccleston, and the Fantastic Four casting is definitely the talk of the town, at least when it comes to the MCU. But what's interesting about the Fantastic Four casting, there's clearly pressure to cast Margot Robbie as Susan Storm, which I would agree would be fantastic casting for the MCU. The MCU is all about casting woke, casting people that don't fit the roles, but I think Margot Robbie can pull off a fantastic Susan Storm at the end of the day. No pun intended there, aka Fantastic Four. But I think the reason why everyone's taken to this potential casting is because people, I think, are sick of the MCU casting going down the road of appeasing the woke and just casting horrible people or people that don't even fit the roles. Stop casting woke and cast people that are right for the roles, that kind of lift up from the comic book pages and capture the comic books for what they are. And I think Margot Robbie would do that with Susan Storm. She always commits to any role she's in. She's done a great job for the most part as Harley Quinn, and therefore she would probably commit to playing Susan Storm correctly and being the character from the comic books and committing fully to the role itself. So if I was Disney, I would do everything they can. At the moment, reports are going around that she has been offered the role, but she's not sure if she's going to actually accept it. But Disney should just really go up to Margot Robbie, up her paycheck, do anything they can to secure and even offer her potential creative control over the Fantastic Four movie, because she would be quite the get for Susan Storm and definitely make fans happy and maybe give the MCU a bit of a pulse, at least to be excited at least for someone cast in a superhero role for the future. Because at this point, a lot of the characters we have coming down the pipeline in the MCU, no one likes the actors cast to those roles and no one's excited about those characters being realised in the MCU because they look absolutely awful and miscast to high heaven. But Margot Robbie wouldn't be miscast to high heaven. But I think all this pressure on Disney, it would be weird now for Disney not to cast Margot Robbie, because that's one of the names and that's one of the people I think people are taken to in the idea of her being Susan Storm. There's a lot of frenzy around it because I think we know Emily Blunt's not going to play Susan Storm. I think that's pretty clear at this point. Therefore now people are latching on to this Margot Robbie idea, and I'm latching on with them because I 100% support and back Margot Robbie being the next Susan Storm. And Disney, if you're listening, make it happen, or prepare to go down to the depths of hell, because that's where your MCU belongs, because at this point you're making all bad casting decisions. So I love to hear comments below of what you think about the pressure building on Disney to cast Margot Robbie as Susan Storm, and how she would be a fantastic get as Susan Storm and a must when it comes to casting in the MCU if Disney have any brain cells within their small heads these days. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button and give this video a like to support this channel. So thank you for watching, and it's goodbye from me for now.